The great work. In the quiet annals of history, there were whispers of a secret art known as alchemy. Its practitioners sought the philosopher's stone, a mythical substance said to be capable of the ultimate transformation, turning common, worthless lead into pure, incorruptible gold. This quest was not just about metal. It was a metaphor for a deeper transformation, a search for profound wisdom. Today, that secret art is more real than ever, but it is practiced in the boardrooms and private offices of the world's most successful dynasties. They have discovered that the ultimate transmutation is not of lead, but of knowledge. They have mastered the art of turning intangible ideas into tangible wealth. This is the first secret from the Alchemist's Ledger. This is the principle of transmutation. Before you can build a fortune, you must first learn how to distinguish the lead from the gold. The lead of information. Our world is drowning in financial lead. It is the endless stream of stock market news, the breathless predictions of television pundits, the hot tip from a friend, the complex jargon designed to sound intelligent. This is the lead of financial information. It is heavy, it is abundant, and it is ultimately worthless. Why? Because it is designed to provoke a reaction, not to inspire wisdom. It preys on the two emotions that are fatal to an investor, fear and greed. It encourages you to act now, to chase the latest trend, to panic during a downturn. It creates the illusion of being informed while fostering the reality of being perpetually distracted. The amateur collector spends their life gathering this lead, mistaking its weight for value. They fill their minds with noise, their portfolios with fleeting trends, and their hearts with anxiety. They believe they are participating in the market, but they are merely being consumed by it. The first step in the alchemist's journey is to recognize this lead for what it is, a toxic distraction, and to begin the purification process, the gold of wisdom. If information is lead, then wisdom is gold. It is rare, it is incorruptible, and it has held its value for centuries. Financial wisdom is not about knowing what the market will do tomorrow. It is about understanding the principles that never change. It is the deep knowledge that human nature is cyclical, that fear is a more powerful motivator than greed, that all bubbles, without exception, eventually pop. It is the understanding that the value of a company is not its stock price, but its ability to generate cash and defend itself from competition. It is the knowledge that the most powerful force in the universe is not a market trend, but compound interest working its magic in silence over decades. This wisdom is not found on a news channel. It is found in the study of history, in the biographies of great investors, and in the quiet observation of human behavior. Unlike lead, gold is not heavy, it is clarifying. It simplifies the world. It allows you to ignore the noise and focus only on the few things that truly matter. The alchemist does not seek more information. They seek the timeless principles that make most information irrelevant, the furnace of history. So how does the alchemist perform this transmutation? How do they separate the worthless lead of information from the priceless gold of wisdom? They use a furnace, and that furnace is history. History is the ultimate stress test for any financial idea. An idea that sounds brilliant today might be revealed as foolish when placed in the crucible of a past crisis. The alchemist takes every new trend, every can't-miss opportunity, and subjects it to the intense heat of historical precedent. They ask, has this pattern appeared before? What happened during the South Sea bubble of 1720? What happened during the Great Depression? What happened during the dot-com crash? The furnace of history burns away the hype, the jargon, and the wishful thinking. The lead melts down and is discarded. What remains, what survives the flame of a dozen market collapses and 100 years of volatility, is the pure, incorruptible gold of a timeless principle. This is why the wise investor is a student of history first and a participant in the market second. They have seen how the story ends, time and time again. The final transmutation. The final and most important step of the alchemical process is not external, but internal. You can gather all the golden wisdom in the world, but it remains useless until you internalize it, until it changes the very way you think. The final transmutation is the shift in your own mindset. It is the moment you stop thinking like a gambler, chasing quick profits, and start thinking like a custodian, focused on permanent value. It is when your emotional reactions to market swings are replaced by a calm, logical adherence to your principles. This is the true secret. The alchemist does not just turn lead into gold. The great work was always about purifying the alchemist himself. By learning to distinguish worthless noise from timeless wisdom, you begin this process. You change your own nature, and when you do that, you no longer have to chase wealth. You begin to attract it. This is the first and most profound secret of the Alchemist's Ledger. Thank you for your time. The next chapter will detail the 7 psychological poisons that prevent wealth creation. If you find this knowledge valuable, you know what to do.